Hello there everyone, welcome to the new year I guess. This is Laxo here, and I guess we'll start this year with the rehouse video. Now since this is the beginning of the new year, there might be a lot of rehouse videos. And the reason being is because during the earlier months of the year, I tend to do more of the rehousing and stuff. So I hope you don't mind if I do some rehousing videos. Now this rehousing is quite self-explanatory, it's just me rehousing some juvenile OBTs. Now I know a lot of you are wondering, Laxo, why are you rehousing these in such bare looking enclosures? Well, the answer is because breeders have a lot of tarantulas to deal with. Me and other tarantula breeders in general tend to keep enclosures bare or simple. While a lot of people may see this as crazy or bad, it's actually not that way for us breeders, as we prefer to keep it simple to allow for easier monitoring and maintenance in general. Now for the typical or small keeper, we do recommend more of anchor points and hiding spots if you can. Technically that's not what we prioritize first, as it's more about keeping up with all the tarantulas rather than a single individual. An example is that a normal hobbyist tend to only have 1 or 2 tarantulas per species, but for us breeders we have to deal with like hundreds of the same species. So we technically try to prioritize every single one of them as a whole rather as an individual, because since the typical hobbyist or typical tarantula hobbyists tend to only have 1 or 2 specimens, they can do much more, while for us, since we have a lot of the same species, we just try to keep it simple. A lot of animal breeders such as ball pythons, crested geckos, leopard geckos, pretty much any typical breeder would tend to keep their enclosures simple. Tarantulas are actually no different. You get the gist, hopefully. Now if you have any questions, I would like to hear in the comments and I'll try to respond if I can. So please, any questions, just post it down below in the video. So yeah, you probably already noticed that I tend to just pull the entire webbing with the substrate and just place it back into the new enclosure. Now from my experience, I figured that this is the easiest way to make heavy webbing species adapt faster to new enclosures. Now they don't need all of their webbing, they only need some of it. So yeah, so there's a bit of advice from a small local no-name tarantula breeder I guess. It's kind of odd honestly. Well, most of the videos I see of breeders are not really breeders, they're more just typical hobbyists. So yeah, so I'm like pretty much one of the only few tarantula breeders that has a YouTube I guess. I mean, don't get me wrong, there's still a few of them like Fear Not Tarantulas and Palp Friction Tarantulas, but no one really watches them, which is kind of disappointing because people can learn a lot from tarantula breeders and how much different they keep their tarantulas from everyone else. Someone in the past has asked me if I sell. Well, the truth is I don't have a business yet. I'm just a single guy. So yeah, I'm not a business. I'm just a single guy who's breeding locally. But if you're wondering, what do I do with all the slings? Since I don't focus on retail, I focus on the wholesale. So basically what I do is every time I breed a sack, I will just wholesale all of my slings. And right now what I'm doing is that I'm trying to do a lot of holdbacks so I can actually start something in the future. So basically I might start a business, but I'm trying to start slow so I can build myself a foundation. So I hope you guys wish me the best. So that's about all I can say right now, and enjoy the rest of the video.
hesitate to call on me for anything. Like you said, a human being, and I'm going to make you take that chance. Things have been different for me ever since I met Hildy. I've never met anyone quite like her before.
So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, thumbs it up and comment something down below. And please feel free to subscribe because that will help out a ton to keep up with notifications and every time I upload. And with that, stay lax and Laxo out.